Hi guys, welcome to lesson 9. It's a pretty exciting day. We are going to be learning something totally new today. So everything you guys have been doing, reading and writing, has been with short vowels. So the A says a, the E says the I says the the O says ah, and the U says So those are called the short vowel sounds. Now we're going to be starting to read some words that have the long vowel sound. So the long vowel sound is when the vowel is saying its name. So in the word, A says A instead of a. E says E instead of e. I says I instead of it. Okay, so let's practice. I'm going to write some of these words out, and then we're going to learn about the silent E. How many of you have heard about the silent E? Maybe you've heard it called the magic E, the silent E. So these are words that have that silent E at the end, and it's silent. Its only job is to make that vowel say its name. So in this word, so I haven't finished writing the word yet. But so far I have TIR. So we're used to thinking right? Now, if this word has an E at the end, we have to look at that word as a whole before we read it, and we notice, oh, it's got an E at the end, so that's going to make the vowel say its name. So the name of the vowel is what? The name of the vowel is I. So this letter, when we get to it, it's going to say I. It's not going to say if, it's going to say I. All because of this E. Its job is to draw a little arrow right here. Its job is to make that I say I. It doesn't say anything. It's just making that vowel say its name. So we say t, I, So what word is t-I-er? Tire. It's tire. Like the tire on a car. Okay, let's practice another one. So I'm going to write the whole word. So we see that whole word, and you guys will this will become automatic. When you start seeing words, you're just going to automatically see that E at the end. And you're going to say, oh, that's making that vowel say its name. It's going to be a U. We're not going to start with the short sound, get to the E and say, oops, better go back and make it long. We're just going to recognize it like that, because that's what we do with the more practice. We just look at that whole word and we see that E, we know it makes the vowel say its name. So what's the name of this vowel? U. So this word is tube. U's are a little tricky actually, because we don't really say tube. It's tube. I'll show you a picture of the one I'm doing. Like a tube of toothpaste. So U is the only one that's kind of tricky because it doesn't really say U. It kind of almost makes a different sound, tube, but it's that oo sound. Because the name of the vowel isn't oo, is it? It's U. So you're right, that one's a little different, but we're just going to have to learn that one. Okay. I know, isn't that something with our language? There's always exceptions. There's always those words that don't follow the rules. Part of life. Okay. What's this one? So we just instantly see that E, and we know that it's going to make the vowel say its name. The name of the vowel is A. So we're going to say A's, which is what? Maze. A maze. I'll just go ahead and show you my little card that I'm going off of. A maze. Okay, here's another one with that U. This U is kind of a tricky one because in this word it actually does kind of sound like a U. It doesn't necessarily, it sounds more like the U than the oo. So see what you think. So we notice automatically that E, so we're not going to say we're going to say U or oo. So it's going to go mule, mule, which is, I got this picture, you guys, it's pretty funny. A mule. A mule is another word for a donkey. Isn't that silly? Okay, and that's part of reading, you guys, is if it doesn't work necessarily with the U, then you try it kind of in a different, try it with the oo, and what's the closest sound that it makes? Mule. Sometimes we just have to like try it a different way and see what word makes sense. Okay, let's do another one. We're going to do one with a consonant blend. You guys remember what a consonant blend is? Two consonants that are blended together. So we just notice right off that there's an E, so we're not going to say ah. What are we going to say? We're going to say A. So it says ache. What word is that? Lake. It is flake. Okay. Let's practice another one. Okay, again, we just notice right off there's an E. It's making the vowel say its name. The name of the vowel is A. So we're going to say safe. Safe. Safe is someplace where you lock something up safely so it doesn't get stolen. Okay. Let's just do a couple more, and then I'm going to have you guys try and read these little picture cards. I want to find one that, let's do this one. So sometimes, boys and girls, with these words, it would actually be its own word if it didn't have that E at the end. So this one's a good example of that. Because look, this is what it is before it has the magic E. So what word is that? Slid, which is like the past tense of slide. So if I wanted to say slide, like this would be like an hour ago, I slid down the slide, right? This is past tense. It means it's already happened. But if we want it to say slide, what's that letter that we need? Yes, we need that silent E. So now it changes the whole word. So now we notice that the E makes the vowel say its name. So it's eyed, which means it's happening right now. Right now, she's going down the slide. I guess slide can also be the name of it, huh? You can either slide down or it can be the name of it, the slide. Okay, so sometimes it works. Like if you were to start reading that word, id, and then you notice that it has an E, well, you could say slid. Well, that already made a word, so I'm just going to kind of ignore that E. Well, we can't do that. We have to recognize that E right away as we see that word. So it's almost looking at the word as a whole and then not reading this as slid, but seeing that E and saying, oh, it's meaning it's slide. It's meaning that it's present tense right now. So look at this one, for example. I'll just go ahead and cover it up. So not all the time does, when you start sounding it out, does it make a word like slid was a real word. Sometimes it's not a real word. So if we were to sound this out, what would it be? Let's just sound it out like if it was without the silent E. It would be d-er-iv. Is there such a word as driv? No. So it makes it a whole new word when we say drive. Driving. All right, guys, let's practice some of these. So exciting. You guys are starting to learn long vowels. Turning into first graders. Okay. I think next time what I'm going to do is mix up some long vowels with some regular short vowels that you guys are used to. So you'll have to really be paying attention because right now they're all going to have that silent E on them. So you guys know, oh, it's going to be long. But when we're readers, we have to just recognize the whole word. We can't wait till we get to the end of the word to notice that there was an E there. So we have to just see it all as one word. Okay, so what's this word? Ride. Going on a ride. So you try and say it before I read it. We just saw this one. Safe. Flake. Mule. Gosh, he must be a student mule. Look, he's even got his glasses on, huh? Some of the pictures on here are so funny. Okay, what's this one? Maze. For some reason, he's holding up a light bulb. I wonder why they drew it with a light bulb in it. It's kind of weird. Okay, this is that tricky one. So it was tube. Maybe you said tube, but we really say tube. Tire. Here's a funny one. Smile. Maybe you guys are noticing these cards from when we segment the sounds, when we stretch the sounds, we did smile. Let's do some that we haven't even done yet. Just try it. See if you can do this one. Pole. Mic. Kind of a shortened way of saying microphone. The mic. Let's do one more. Rake. Okay, so now you've seen me write them. You have practiced reading them. I think it's time for you to write them yourselves. Practice your spelling. We're going to use the words that we've already seen. So you guys have already seen these. But right now I want you to have your whiteboards or a paper and pencil. Okay, you ready? Spell the word tire. So whenever we spell words, we separate the sounds. T, I, er. And then don't forget that magic E. Did you spell it like this? T-I-R-E. Okay, let's move on. Next one, maze. You ready? M-A-Z. M-A-Z-E. How you doing? You guys getting this? I wish I could be there to see ya. Okay, here's one with a consonant blend. Uh-oh, here comes my cat. Spell the word flake. So we always stretch the sounds. O, A, K. Did you spell it like this? F-L-A-K-E. Flake. So when you're doing your writing now, like when you're writing in your writing journals, you have to think to yourself, does this word that I'm saying have a short vowel? A, I, a, e, I, or does it have a long vowel? A, E, I, O, U. Morris, say hi to the kids. There's Kitty. He was all asleep in the couch until I started. I think they have a way of knowing, oh, mom's getting busy. I better go bug her. Okay. Spell the word safe. So stretch the sounds. S-A-F. S-A-F-E. Okay. Let's do ride. I-D. I probably don't even have to do that. You guys know how to stretch the sounds now, don't you? You don't need me to do that for you anymore. Okay, here we go. R-I-D-E. Make sure that D is a D. Your first grade teachers aren't going to let you do those backwards letters. Your D's need to look like D's and your B's need to look like B's. Okay, next one, smile. Stretch the sounds. I'll give you a hint. There's a consonant blend at the beginning. Smile. Here it is. There's his funny face. S-M-I-L-E. Let's do a couple that we haven't even practiced. Just because maybe it'll be good to see where you're at. Or can you do it without having to practice it before? Okay, ready? First one. Spell the word wave. I see a wave in the ocean. Okay, here's how you spell it. W-A-V-E. How'd you do? Did you get that one that we didn't even practice? Let's do one more. Two more. This one has a blend. Frame. I put your picture in a frame. F-R-A-M. Here's how we spell it. F-R-A-M-E. Okay, last one. Scale. I weighed myself on a scale. Now that sk blend is tricky because you just have to, the more you read and the more you get familiar with words, you'll know if it's SK or SC. So this one's an SC. There's no rule about why it's a C or why it's a K. You just gotta, the more you see it, the more you'll just know. Okay, so how'd you spell the word scale? S-C-A-L-E. Okay, how'd you guys do with that? Are you like, easy peasy? We were so ready for that a long time ago, Miss McGivern, or was that kind of like, it's kind of hard? Next time we'll mix it up because that'll get you guys really good practice at looking at the whole word, the word as a whole, noticing that E at the end, and that you have to make the vowel say its name. Let's probably easy when you know it's going to be long. You know I'm going to give you a silent E word. But when we're reading, we never know what kind of a word it's going to be, right? Could be short vowel, could be long vowel. Okie dokie. What we're going to do now is what I promised you last time and I didn't do because I ran out of time. We're going to finish Seth. And then I have a couple other books. They're really short, but we are going to spend the rest of our time reading. So I'll move this up close. All right. We're going to read this story. It's called Eggs, Megs, Tots. Megs, Tots. What do you think she's meaning by tots? Maybe we're thinking of tater tots, or another way for tot is like a small child. We'll have to see what this book means, what this story means by Meg's Tots. All right, read with my finger, please. This is Meg. Meg is Pat's best pal. Remember, Pat is Seth's mom. So these are two moms. So I'm thinking to myself, I bet tot is meaning kids because these are moms. And we're going to learn about whose Meg's kids are. Were we right? Yep, that looks like a lot of little kids, huh? Wow, how many does she have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wowzers. Okay. Pat has one lad. Seth. Do you know what this word means? Lad? Lad is kind of an old-fashioned word for young boy. So in our class, we have Brody and Burke and Isaiah. Though they are all young lads, which is another word for boy. So Pat has one lad, Seth. What does it say? Meg has 5 tots. Meg has 5 tots. Oh my goodness. Let's read their names. Tom, Tim, Max, Sam, and Wes. Meg has, what is this word, you guys? Quince. So quince is a shortened word for quintuplets. When you have 5 babies at once, it's called quintuplets. So what is it called when you have 2 babies? Those are twins, which is what we are more familiar with, but it's not very often a mommy would have 5 babies at once. And look, if you look up real close, it says their names. What's this one? Tom. That one we don't see. This one says Wes. This one, if you can see it really close there, looks like it's Sam. And this one is Max. So if we've got Max, Sam, Wes, and Tom, can you figure out who the one is that's missing? It's this one right here. Tim. This must be a little Tim. Wow. Ooh, lots of words on this page. Look at them, you guys. Meg is busy. It'd be hard to have 5 babies. Let's see what it says here. Pat and Ted help Meg. Oh, she gets help from Pat. That's very good. So here's Pat. Is that Meg? No, it must be her husband or somebody. Okay. Pat sets Tim and Tom on Seth's rug. Ted sets Sam on Seth's quilt. So this sentence just told us who this was. Who is this? This must be Ted. And he's either going to be Pat's husband or Meg's husband. Okay. Pat sets Max on Seth's bed. Ted helps Wes stand up on Seth's desk. Wow. Okay, guys, here's our last page. What do you think it would be like to have 5 babies? It looks a little messy. Let's see what it says. Ash, hash, and milk. Hash and milk. What do you think hash is? Maybe it's some kind of a baby food. Let's see. Pat and Ted had lunch with Meg's tots. Max got hash on his chin. So up here he must have had some hash, some food. Doesn't look like he's too happy about it. Oh wait, that's not Max. Max is one of these little boys. Okay, I was thinking it was him. Max got hash on his chin. Okay, what did happen to the other little kid? Wes got hash on his bib. Tim's milk is on Tom. Then Tom got milk on Tim. Sam got milk on Pat and Ted. Wow. Okay, well, we are all done with that book. So we have just a couple more minutes. We're going to read this book called The Box. The Box. So these are the kind of books that you guys are going to be looking at probably a lot in first grade. So let's go ahead and open this up. The Box. So when we look at this book, what do we think it's going to be about? This little girl and all the different things she puts in her box. Looks like she's going to put some leaves in there. Okay, what does it say right here? I will, oops, look at, there's that E. Ache. Make a box. I will make a box. She's putting all sorts of plants and flowers in there. Okay, so it looks like Grandpa's going to ask her a question. Is it a box of cats? Question mark. So Grandpa's like, are you going to put cats in there? She says, don't, there's a sight word, look, Pa. Oh, she says it with excitement. Don't look, Pa. She's kind of being sneaky about it. Is it a box of socks? Question mark. He doesn't know what she's putting in there. What does she say? Don't look, Pa. Wow, it's getting pretty full. I see flowers, plants, leaves. Is it a box of tops? Maybe he means shirts. Putting your shirts in there? Oh, what did she end up doing? Looks like she ended up giving the box to him. And she says, don't you, oh, there's that E, like it? Don't you like it? She kind of made him a little present. Okay, let's read one more. I know we're kind of going over on our time. This one's called, oh, AY says A. Play ball. Play ball. So some of these have sight words in them. They can play. Zach is here now. So what are they doing? They found a big sack. They pick it up. You know what this word is? What is in it? What do you think's in that sack? I think from the picture on the front, we can make a guess. Looks like it's all the baseball equipment. Now they can play. They pick. So they're like, which bats do we want? Which balls am I going to pick? Now they play ball. Okay, so there are some new words in there. I don't know if you guys have seen now or they before. All right, guys. Well, we're going to keep looking at some new books, practicing those silent E words, but I hope you have a great week. And I will see you next time.